Yeah. I have. I went to boarding school when I was younger, so I'm very used to staying in a house with people. I'm really used to it. But I'm generally a calm and collected person. Anyway, but yeah, I have a lot of experience in being around people and living with them and stuff like that. Being humble has nothing to do with coming out and seeing things from a different perspective. If you're humble, you're humble. That's what it is. So I'm always going to be humble, and that doesn't really have to do with me watching the show from a fan's point of view or seeing it from a fan's point of view. I'm always going to be humble. It's literally as simple as that. First of all, being yourself is absolutely key. Really being yourself. Show the world who you are, not who you want them to perceive you as or who you want to be. Do you understand? You have to really be yourself, because going into that house, if you're not yourself, wow, man, you're really going to struggle. Because the hard part about that is that when you go into that house and you're not yourself, and then people then like that persona you're showing, and then you come out the house, you have to keep that up. Do you understand? You have to keep it going, literally, I mean, for as long as you have the fame for. And that's the problem with not being yourself. If you're yourself from the start, I mean, it's very easy to fall naturally into it. So okay, definitely the tasks. I actually enjoyed those. Those are really fun. I've said so many times that I feel very blessed for us, because it's not every day you get to wake up, right? You get to do a fun, engaging task and then have the chance to win money. I mean, we all know how tough the world is, tough Africa is, tough Nigeria is, but for us 20 very, very lucky housemates, for us to be able to do a task and have a reward at the end of that task. And sometimes it's not always money, sometimes it's a reward, it's TV, it's a car, like you guys seen Ozo one. It really is a true blessing to have that chance. So I missed the task, they were great. I missed Saturday parties, of course. I think if you ask anyone that question, they'll tell you they miss Saturday parties. And then of course, I miss definitely being in an environment full of those great individuals. It was fun living with them and getting to know them, and even arguing with them or whatever. Like, we had a great time in there. And I'm just so happy with our close unit, and I'm sure most of us, if not all of us, will go on to be friends. For me right now, I've always said I'd rather wait until all the housemates come out, where we can sit down face to face and go forward from there. Right now, they're going through a very difficult time in the house. It's very stressful. The team is working countless hours to try and keep them in there. So I don't really want to talk too much about what I want to do with them individually, but I just know that once they come out, once they hit me up, we can work on something special. I think you guys already know my answer to that. You know, it's going all to my foundation to help the kids, to help empower people, and to help in whatever way I can empower Africa and move our great nation Nigeria into greener pastures. So, I mean, you guys know how I feel about that. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm natural. I'm raw. I'm myself. That's how I am. That's how I felt in that moment. You know, that was literally it. I felt to do that in that very moment, and I did it. It wasn't planned. It wasn't strategized. It wasn't strategic. That's how I felt. Literally. I played myself. I played Kiddwaya. That's who I am. I didn't play a game. I didn't strategize on the game. As you can tell, you can ask all the housemates, like, you know, what was Kid like? They all give you the same answer. Kid is kid type thing. And I played myself. Nobody could look at me and be like, Kid's playing a game, or Kid's being too humble or something. I literally played myself. And that is literally it. So that's what I said to you before. Like, when you be yourself, it's a lot easier than when you go in there, try not to be yourself and try to strategize on who else to be to try and win, using past winners as a case study. It's not going to work. So yeah. As everything in life, I go with the flow. I never try and push things in people's faces, like, hey, look at me, I'm this, I'm that. I think the people decide what I am to some extent and where I'm going to some extent. I feel like I'm like a car, and I have driving seats and people are jumping on, and I'm being steered by the people. You know what I'm saying? I'm the vessel of the people. So for me, I'm always going to be myself. And you guys can decide what that is. I literally am. I am. You know, I'm a very simple guy in some ways, very humble person. Yes, I have fun when it's time to have fun. When it's time to be serious, I'm very serious. It is what it is. But I think obviously when you enter this type of business, in terms of the fame, you can never go back to being low key. You can't. Let's not lie to ourselves. And you sort of knew that before you went into the house. Like, it's in the rule book. You will be recorded 24/7 every day. And of course, it's lockdown period, it's COVID-19, so people will be watching it a lot. So it'll be weird if you had anyone come on the show and tell you that they're going to go back into a low-key life. I don't think you have a choice to go back to a low-key life. So for me, it's always to go with the flow and see what happens. No regrets. Like I said to you before, I came in and played myself. And I was myself. I enjoyed being myself. It was very easy to be myself because it's me. Like I said before, the only thing I could have changed was probably just my discipline in terms of diet, which is something Prince was very good at. He was good at, you know, keeping healthy and staying focused and stuff like that. So I could have probably not eaten as much Cocoa Pops or, you know, munch it, bread and eggs, but I wouldn't change anything substantial. I mean, I really played myself, so I'm happy with the way things turned out. Top 5 qualities. Number 1, be a gentleman. That's what I am, a gentleman. Respect every single body. Even if that person dislikes you or hates you, everybody deserves some sort of respect. From your gate man to your chef, to the guy selling Eto on the street, to the oil billionaires and all those people on the top. You respect everybody, because a man who is nothing today can be something tomorrow. You know, I learned that from my father. Respect everybody. Also, when you focus more on spreading love rather than hate, your behavior starts to change. You start to see things in different light and different angles. And I know people get annoyed when they keep hearing people say, oh, you know, love, 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 love. But for far too long, our world, and you can go back generations and generations and decades, our world has been full of hate. There's war after war after war after disease and diseases, and it's a world full of hate. But if you really spread more love, imagine what a peaceful, beautiful continent we can live in. So I'm all about spreading love and happiness. And I think it works even more when everyone just changes their mentality to think that kind of way. And it can start from the very smallest thing. It can start from, first of all, loving yourself. You try to love yourself more. If you know how to love yourself, you know how to love others. If you don't know how to love yourself, how will you love others? That's very, very important. And also have a spiritual connection with God. You know, all these things contribute to being the person who I am. It makes me calm, makes me collected, makes me confident, it makes me cool. Shout out to Vibe.ng. Had a great interview with you guys. Thanks for the love. I love you guys all.